Hi, scholars. Let's get started and begin math today by singing our counting song. Please count along.
I'm a lucky, lucky leprechaun, 1001 years old. And at the end of the rainbow, I count my lucky gold. In the secret place of the rainbow, I dance, it's so much fun. Help me count my pot of gold, up to 20 by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm a lucky, lucky leprechaun, 1001 years old. And at the end of the rainbow, I count my lucky gold. In the secret place of the rainbow, I dance a dance with you. Help me count my pot of gold, up to 30 by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. I'm a lucky, lucky leprechaun, 1001 years old. And at the end of the rainbow, I count my lucky gold. In the secret place of the rainbow, I dance a jig and a jive. Help me count my pot of gold, up to 100 by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. I'm a lucky, lucky leprechaun, 1001 years old. And at the end of the rainbow, I count my lucky gold. In the secret place of the rainbow, I dance again and again. Help me count my pot of gold, up to 100 by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
All right, great job. Pat yourself on the back if you counted and tried your best during that song. Well, friends, we do have a mystery today. We need some detectives to help solve it. Our mystery says the leprechaun lost some gold. He had 11 gold coins. Now he only has 7. How many did he lose? Let me read it again. The leprechaun lost some gold. He had 11 gold coins. Now he only has 7. How many coins did he lose? Let's pause to solve it, and we'll meet up in some breakout rooms. Awesome. We decided that the answer was 4. If these are his 11 coins, and he only had 7 at the end, let me cross off those 7. 5, 6, 7. The rest of the coins are the ones he lost. So if we take 11 and we take away 7, there are 4 left over. He lost 4. Awesome. Pat yourselves on the back. Kenosha is safe at last. Let's continue, friends. We do have 2 learning targets to work with today. Remember, learning targets tell us what it is we will learn to do or do better by the end of a lesson. Our kindergartners are going to work on the blue target. It says, I can identify shapes' attributes. Remember, when you identify something, you name it. So you're going to be able to name some shapes by their attribute. An attribute is a word or phrase that would describe the shapes. You could describe the attributes of people by how they look. You could talk about their hair color, their eye color. You could talk about their size, their weight. You could also talk about the clothes that they have on, or whatever you see. So an attribute is a characteristic that would describe things that you can see. First graders will be working on the target below. I can use a number line to add and subtract. We were working on that all last week, and we're going to continue working on that today. Let's continue. We're going to start with a math warm-up. On the screen in front of you is a 10 train. A 10 train is where we have 10 cubes all linked together. Let's count and make sure there are 10. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we have some of those cubes covered up. How many are covered up? Let's count how many we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see 4. How many are covered up? Please figure it out. Raise your hand when you have an answer. I'll pause. Excellent. We have 6 covered up. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. So we would say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We would have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to make 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. Let's check and make sure. Yeah, 6 was correct. Let's go to the next one. Here we have some of the 10 train covered up. Let's count how many we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 are covered up, or 7 are not covered up. How many more are there that we do have covered up? Raise your hand when you have an answer. I'll pause. Excellent. The answer was 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. You could use counters. 7, 8, 9, 10. I had to count 3 more to make 10. Let's try one more. Here we only have 1 showing. How many would be covered up? I'll pause. Yes, the answer is 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. Excellent. Let's move on to our lesson. Shapes have attributes. One of the attributes that some shapes have is this attribute, curved sides. Shapes could also have straight sides. Shapes could have 3 corners, 1, 2, 3. shapes could have 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shapes could have sides that are all the same size, like this square. All of these sides are the same size. Some shapes might have sides that have 2 long sides and 2 short sides, like this rectangle. Now we're going to sort. Here we have 2 jars. We're going to put some shapes in this jar and some shapes in this jar. Let's look at the attributes we're sorting by. Here we're sorting by 4 corners. What are we sorting by on the other side? Let me pause. Yay, you are correct. 3 corners. So we're either going to put it in the 4-corner jar or the 3-corner jar. I'm going to number these jars so that you can help. This is jar number 1 with the 4 corners. Jar number 2 with the 3 corners. I'm going to pull out a shape. If you think it should go in jar number 1 with 4 corners, show a 1. If you think it should go in jar number 2 with the 3 corners, show a 2. Here's the first shape. Are you showing a 1 or a 2? Let me see. Yes, jar 2. That shape has 3 corners. Let's try another one. Jar 1 or jar 2? Show me. Great. Jar 1. That trapezoid has 4 corners. Let's show another one. Jar 1 or jar 2? Yes, jar 2. We have a couple more to go here. Jar 1 or jar 2? Show me. That's a 1. That rhombus has 4 corners. Last one. Does this shape have 4 corners or 3 corners? Show me on your fingers. Which jar should I put it in? Show me. That is correct, 1. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to compare the jars by counting how many are in each jar and writing a comparison symbol. I see 3 in this jar, so I'm going to write a 3. I see 2 in this jar, so I'm going to write a 2. I do not like that 2. I'm going to rewrite that 2. Try again. That's a little better. 3 is greater than 2, so I'm going to put the greater than sign so the alligator's mouth would be open toward the 3. It wants to eat the 3. So now I've sorted, I've counted, and I've compared. Alright, so we have another activity here, another jar. We're not going to do it all together, but we would be sorting this one. Let me show you the 2 attributes. So shapes with curved sides and straight sides. Curved, if it has curved, it's going to go in here. If it has straight, it's going to go in there. So we would sort them out, count them up, and write a comparison. So you, my kindergarten friends, will be doing that today in Seesaw. You're going to be sorting into the jars based on their attributes. Like this one would go straight, right? Whereas this one would be curved. So you would keep sorting, count them each up, and then write them up there and put a comparison symbol, which is like that alligator mouth in the middle. Alright, so kinders, you can go into Seesaw now and get working on this jar activity. You'll find it in Seesaw, and then also go in and do Freckle Math. We're going to keep up with our first graders. First graders, we're going to use this number line again to add or subtract. We're going to use our green dot to tell where we start. Our red dot to tell where we end. That's the answer. So here we have 12 minus 6. Where should I put my green dot? Where should we start? I'll pause. Yes, we would start on the 12. Now, it says minus 6, so I would have to take 6 hops backwards. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. And I'm going to put my red dot where I ended, which is on the 6. So 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Excellent. First graders, let's try another one. Here we have 5 plus 7. Where should I put my green dot? Show me on your fingers, first graders. Good. 5. I see some of you said 5. Now it says plus 7. So what am I going to do now? I'll pause. Great. I'm going to hop forward 7 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where I ended. I'm going to put my red dot where I ended. What's the answer to 5 plus 7? I'll pause. Yes, that answer is 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. So we did one addition and one subtraction. Remember, when you're adding, you're going to go forward. When you're subtracting, you're going to go backward. I think we're going to stop our lesson there because we did work on this all last week. And I'm going to let you go into Seesaw right now, first graders, and try this. Remember, you are going to put your green dot where you start, your red dot where you end. Write the answer and make sure you draw your hops. I want to see all of it before I accept your assignment. Go ahead, friends, get started.